Let's make a shot list. Hi, I'm Paige Ray. I am a commercial photographer and videographer here in Los Angeles, and I'm going to tell you how to make a shot list. This is not the complicated task that it might feel like it is. First of all, if you are a freelancer and you're getting hired onto a project, the chances are that someone else is going to tell you what shots they need. Like they're going to make the shot list for you, and then you're going to tell them how you're going to make those shots or deliverables, and then you're going to do it. That seems simple enough, but what if you are planning a photo shoot that is a little more loosey-goosey and a client comes to you and says, I want to do a shoot with you. What are we going to make? Okay, well, that's quite an ask, isn't it? Well, let's do it. I'm going to tell you my method for doing it. The first thing that I do when I'm planning a photo shoot is I start at the end, which is to say, once you have these photos or video in hand, what are you going to do with them? There are so many uses for photo and video these days. The list can be endless, but I'm going to go over it with you right now. Here are the places that your client can be using photos, and it's more than just a profile pic on social media, though social media is a big one. Thumbnails, Reels cover, carousels, Facebook group banners. People forget about Facebook. A lot of businesses are still on Facebook and you don't need to be posting there regularly for sure, but you do want to keep your brand image updated and current and cohesive across all platforms. So don't forget about that. And so on for almost every social media platform. You're going to need a profile picture, a banner of some sort. You're going to need assets to post at some point. I like to think of your photos for social media less as like a way to fill your feed and more as a way to create pinned posts that are static, that are going to stay there for a while so that your brand can look cohesive while you're updating whatever comes below it. Advertising is a big one. Facebook ads are still major and they don't just stay on Facebook, they go all over. Plus, they encompass Instagram, they encompass other places. So you're going to need assets for Facebook ads, whether that's photo or video, and they come in all different sizes. When you are making a Facebook ad, you might be making one for a Facebook feed, but also they're going to reformat that to put it into stories on Instagram. So you're going to want to think about different formats for that ad too. And of course, there's other places where you will advertise, like Google Ads. We have forgotten about Google Ads, haven't we? There's a million other places that you could be advertising. And I don't just mean on a TV commercial, I don't just mean Facebook ads. There's a lot of ways to do it. So you're going to want multiple visual assets to fill those spaces, whether it's horizontal or vertical. Think about the final end result of what you'll be designing for those spaces, and that will inform your shot list. There's media hits, there's news features, and a lot of those shots will really show more of the action or the behind the scenes. And of course, you'll have one really great environmental portrait of the founder. You'll always want that. That's usually in horizontal, but you can make it work in vertical. You'll want to do blogs to keep up with SEO, pitch decks, sales pages, e-commerce pages, event promotion, app design, online courses, and online offerings. Your email signature, everyone forgets about the email signature, but you need to keep that updated. And of course, your website, whether you are working for a product-based brand or a personal brand, you're going to need a hero image. You'll probably want parallax scroll images. Maybe you'll want video clips for those spaces. You're going to want photos of the product or photos of the end result for case studies. You're going to want to show your team in action or you in action. You're going to want to show yourself in your creative space. You'll want headshots. You'll want portraits. You'll want to look at your website design and wireframe to actually list every single image that you're going to be inserting in those places, which does also mean that your website design will come before the photo shoot that you do for your website. And of course, print assets. Those are not totally off the table. You're still making brochures, you're still making business cards, you're still making signage. Some places are even still making direct mailers. Hey, don't count it out. If it's working, it's working. It's not like I'm telling you to worry about the yellow pages. If you're watching this, do you know what the yellow pages are? I was thinking about this the other day. The yellow pages are such a wild concept. Like we used to give our phone number, our address, and our full first and last name to the phone company, and they would put all of it in the phone book and then print it into one giant humongous book and then deliver that book onto every single person's doorstep. It was something that I think you had to opt out of. I don't even think I had opted in. I think you opted out of it. Anyway, you would also have them at every payphone around so that if you needed to call somebody to come pick you up, you could look them up. You didn't have to know their number. You could look it up in the phone book. What a time. It's wild. Anyway, you're going to start at the end. You're going to make a list of every single place that you're going to use these photos or video. You're going to ask yourself what you want those photos to look like. Do you need a lot of negative space? Are you going to be overlaying text with it? How is it going to fit in the space? What story do you need to tell? That's how you're going to start. And from there, you're going to get a pretty good sense of the shots that you have to get. After that, I like to conceptualize one big hero image. I like to really go hard into concept. So I always think of the hero image as like the star of the show. It's really the central point for me, and everything else rotates around it. If you make that one central hero image conceptual from the beginning, then you know exactly what the headshots are going to look like and the story the headshots are going to tell, the story that the team photo is going to tell, the story that the team in action photo is going to tell, etc., etc. And that will also inform, for example, if you have products, how the individual products will look. Your hero for a product-based company will probably look something like an assembly of all of the products together, telling a story in a little vignette. I do love a good product shot. And then you know exactly how then you're going to conceptualize individual products in their own little vignettes. So number one, start at the end. Get that general list of where all of these are going to be used. And number two, go back to your hero image. Start with a concept. Build the concept out. And then number three, like a little satellite, every other image that you need will fall into place. And then from there, I step back and I ask myself, are we forgetting anything? Is there anything else that we need to get that is not on this list? But that is my guiding foundation for how to make a shot list. Thanks for being here. Like, follow, subscribe. I think that getting in front of the camera is also knowing what's going on behind the camera. So I am teaching you both sides with these videos. If you want to learn how to get on camera, I've got videos for you. If you want to learn how to get behind the camera, I've got videos for you. If you have any questions or want me to make a specific video, feel free to ask because I do want to make it for you. Thanks for being here.